Origins of Shaman. Dr. Michael Toyoung-men is a powerful shaman and a founding member of Alpha Flight. Dr. Michael Toyoung-men was a skilled surgeon who had rejected his grandfather's urging to learn the mystical teachings that ran in his family from the tribe of Sakri. When Toyoung-men failed to save his dying wife, his daughter, Elizabeth, grew angry and blamed him for the loss. She left home, causing Toyoung-men to roam the wilderness alone. There, he was visited by the spirit of his grandfather, who taught him the mystic arts. Joining Alpha Flight, Toyoung-men assisted in the delivery of the young goddess who would become known as Snowbird. When Snowbird was asked to join the newly formed Alpha Flight, Toyoung-men joined as well, to keep an eye on Snowbird and ensure she wasn't exploited. He took on the alias Shaman and became one of the team members others would listen to. Shaman's daughter, Elizabeth, eventually reconciled with him and drew a magical talisman out of Shaman's mystical pouch. This led her to Alpha Flight under the name Talisman. Shaman has served with multiple incarnations of Alpha Flight, both as Shaman and occasionally taking up his daughter's mantle as Talisman, and has subsequently trained the young Earth Mover to be his replacement on the team. Death. During a battle with the Collective, it appeared all the members of Alpha Flight were either seriously hurt or killed. Shaman was one of the teammates to have died. Sasquatch was all that remained of the original team. He then made a new team called Omega Flight to keep the legacy of his fallen team members alive. Chaos War. During the events of the Chaos War, many deceased characters from the Marvel Universe were brought back to life by an ancient god for a short period of time. This included Shaman and his perished teammates from Alpha Flight. However, when the evil god was defeated, some of the resurrected teammates were released and brought back to the land of the living. Shaman along with Marina and the rest of the team remained alive. The group reassembled again and started working as a superhero team again, with renewed strength and happy they got a second chance in life. Powers and abilities. Powers. Sarsi sorcery. Shaman was a powerful magician trained in the use of the Sarsi people's nature-based magics. His mystical pouch contained a number of items for use in spells. Alter appearance. Astral projection. Mystical bolts. Healing. Illusion casting. Cause sleep. Elemental weather control. Shaman could affect weather, such as causing a blizzard. He could also use small elements within his pouch, such as creating a stone golem or a fire barrier. Plant control. Shaman could cause vines to appear and entangle foes. Natural dimensional nullification. Through the power of nature, he could nullify extra-dimensional magics or return an extra-dimensional being to its home dimension. Restoration. Using his pouch, Shaman could revert altered beings to their natural state. A special ritual could cure people possessed by the Wendigo. Teleportation. Time travel. Flight. He could levitate and fly riding wind. He seemed to be mostly adept at flying vertically. Totems. Shaman could use various totems. Commune with animals. Commune with spirits. He could request any spirits present in an area to assist him with the spirit staff. Telepathy. Empathy. Shaman has mentally linked to his daughter. He could also detect the presence of evil. Abilities. He was a skilled surgeon, one of the best in Canada. He was fluent in a number of languages, including Inuit. Weaknesses. Shaman refused to affect the minds of others against their will. He couldn't force a spirit to help him unless he is using the talisman. Paraphernalia. Equipment. Shaman's medicine pouch. This pouch was actually a void-like dimension containing various staves, powders and objects. Shaman placed his hand and retrieved an item when needed. As long as an item could fit in the bag, he could use it. Items could be drawn into the bag. Shaman and Elizabeth could safely look into the pouch, but it was apparently a maddening sight to anyone who didn't have the magical skill to withstand its power. Eagle's crest. The eagle crest on Shaman's hat was a familiar called eaglet. Shaman's spirit staff allowed Shaman to implore aid from the spirits of the land. Grandfather's skull. Shaman kept his grandfather's skull as a focus. Caribou robe, given to him by Elizabeth as a sign of passing his rites. Sarsi wristbands. Shaman formerly wore 2 Sarsi wristbands. By slapping the wristbands together, he could instantly change from his civilian attire into his shaman costume. Weapons. The Great Key, a long golden staff usually kept in his mystical pouch. It served as a gateway to the realm of beasts when it was used at the Eye of the World.